And here in Nigeria, the hike in petrol prices have continued to push food prices, with higher prices seen in inelastic products. Adesola Sumoni, a research analyst with financial derivatives, joins me now to bring us up to speed with the domestic spot prices. Good afternoon, Adesola.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now bring us up to speed with the domestic food prices.
Okay, thank you for that question. Domestic food prices have been trending upwards since the beginning of the year, and they've been sticky downwards because they're trending upwards because of seasonal factors, and they've been sticky because of other factors such as the forex challenges and the fuel scarcity. For instance, the price of a bag of rice in January was 8,500, and at March it had jumped to 14,000, and as we speak now, it's about 16,000. Same thing with the bag of beans. A 50 kg bag of beans was about 13,000 in January. It was about 25,000 in March, and now 27,000 this peak. So we see a jump from January to March, and then it has just been sticky downwards since March up until now because of other factors like the fuel scarcity and the forex exchange.
Now, we've seen the Nigerian Labour Congress protest against the hike in fuel prices. Yesterday there was a protest, and of course it continues today. How has this protest really affected food prices so far?
In my opinion, the food prices have not been affected by this protest because it's just started yesterday, and it is too soon to begin to see an effect on commodity prices because there hasn't been any shutdown in production, or even if there was, and the ones in storage are still available for sale and supply. So I don't think it has affected food prices yet. However, if there is an actual nationwide strike and it persists for long, then we might see it feed into domestic commodity prices.
Now, we've seen tomato prices going haywire. What is driving it?
Okay, that's an interesting question. Thank you for that. First and foremost, it is usual at this time of the year for us to have shortages in tomato season and synonymous to the planting season. However, additional factors are driving the commodity tomato prices. For instance, excessive rains in the northern growing area of Nigeria is disrupting the planting of tomato. Also, there's this disease called Tula absoluta, or tomato Ebola, which is really affecting the production of this commodity. So this factor together with, now it might interest you to know that data from Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development shows that domestic demand for tomato is about 2.3 million tons per year, and then the supply is about 1.8 million tons. Now, so the supply deficit is also adding to the cost. Is also adding to the weight on the prices.
All right, thank you very much, Adesola, for your time. Thank you. And just before we move on to the FMDQ markets, the World Bank has approved a 5-year plan to lend Tunisia up to $5 billion to support economic reforms aimed at reviving growth and creating jobs. The North African country is struggling with lower tourism revenue after Islamist militants attacked last year. Protests over unemployment and slow progress on economic reforms that have lagged political advances made since its 2011 uprising. Tunisia's parliament recently approved laws on banking and on strengthening central bank autonomy to shield its board from political interference, two reforms sought by the country's international lenders. The new 5-year strategy of support will provide up to $5 billion in loans to Tunisia to restore economic growth and create jobs. Now let's take a quick look at the FMDQ OTC market. I'm being joined by fixed income trader at Citibank Nigeria, Seun Ameye. Good afternoon, Seun.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Now, yesterday there was a treasury bill auction. How's the yields looking like now compared with the opening market yields?
Well, the yields now are lower compared to opening levels, just about 5 bips lower, nothing significant. I think the levels were attractive to some investors in the market, but we've not seen any wide moves in the yield, really. More or less flat, but
what are your expectations?
Well, the expectations is we get market gets cautious as we approach next week MPC auction, waiting to see what the central bank does after the meeting. So I think we just trade within a tight range for now. I mean, pending the outcome of the MPC meeting.
Now, what are your short-term outlook for the market?
Well, short-term market, like I said, there are a lot of things to watch out for. And the first is the MPC meeting. Market seems to think or expect that they will tighten, but we do not know the extent or the nature of what that tightening will be. So really, we expect the money market to be tighter, but how tight, I can't venture a guess for now.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And that's it on the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Chimize Obiwagu.